It's night and day. Night and Day back again! This episode we're going to show you the horrors of the private room and the secrets hidden inside.
And the horrors of Ennard, who is constantly trying to murder us when we're in there. Yeah.
I will guide you through Funtime Auditorium so you can reach the scooping room.
So when Baby says
When
that
you
she's
are
going to
there,
guide us, in order to get to
I
the
want you to
secret
destroy
room, we
this
actually have to
body.
completely ignore
Put the
her
card
instructions.
into your handheld device.
And as soon
and
as
I
we
can
go
continue to speak to you.
into the room, you hold
Now,
down
press
Shift,
the
W,
green
and
button
D.
to your left.
Yep.
And if you do
This
that,
will
you get
send
to the
me
private
to the
room.
scooping
We
room.
get to the secret room with the usual Five Nights at Freddy's setup. All our monitors in tow. She wants me to push buttons.
So if you see the actual the blueprints to the facility from the circuit room, the power room, where you have Funtime Freddy there, or the blueprints from the extras menu, then you'll see there's a private room opposite the scooping room, and that's where we're going to head right now.
Ballora is going to follow you. She will try to catch you. I will help you avoid her. She will not follow you inside the scooping room. She is afraid. Go back now.
Alright, ready?
Okay.
Here we go. W and D.
And shift.
Yep.
Go forward.
Access granted.
Yeah, we did it.
Alright, we made it to the secret room. So in the secret room, there's some monitors here.
It seems that you have accidentally wandered into a restricted area. Due to the sensitive nature of the materials that you may be exposed to here, you will not be allowed to leave until the cleanup crew arrives at 6 a.m. So hang tight. Rest assured that you will be promptly rescued, fired, then sent home. Thank you for being an employee. We hope that your experience has not been as regrettable as ours.
Yeah, so as you can see here, if you type 1983 on the keypad, it'll put these displays on the three monitors in the room. These displays are actually, if you remember from Five Nights at Freddy's 4, these are different views from that game. So now the implication is that that game actually wasn't a hallucination, it was real, and it was being monitored.
So,
Yeah.
Why didn't you trust me?
So the animatronic you just saw is Ennard, and he is an amalgamation of all the animatronics after they've been scooped from the scooping room.
Can you leave me? Please.
Check him, see if he's gone. Okay. So we thought that was a really cool concept, that all the animatronics, various parts, were combined into one creature.
Yeah, it's just one.
Okay, so
Okay.
he should be gone now. No, he's
No,
super
he's-
close.
Trust
Even
me.
closer.
And he speaks with Baby's voice, so the whole time.
Okay, this should be gone.
Now he's gone, okay. Man, that took up way too much power. Alright, so he shouldn't be anywhere now.
Please.
Why didn't you believe me?
So the whole time, it wasn't Baby who was talking to, or it was, but Baby is the core of this Ennard creature.
Sometimes I don't understand why people do the things that they do.
It's a really pretty cool concept, but
I thought you liked me.
it would have been creepier if they explained that more clearly.
Yeah.
Don't forget Cam 5, because he can be in the vent.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I did everything right.
Like that. Yeah, close the
Hey, buddy.
center. So at this point, this is like standard Five Nights. Ennard can come at you from the left, center, or right, and if it gets too close, you gotta close that door. But
Yep.
if you do so, it draws power. You know, the standard Five Nights
I don't want to
routine.
hurt anyone, but we need you. We need you so that we can leave. We need you so that we can hide. We need you so that
that the backup? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're using way too much power.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to die this run. I mean, we haven't done this really before, so it's going to take a few attempts, understandably.
Definitely. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of learning, like a big learning curve here.
Like this, we won't be able to try again.
So it's a really cool
You
concept.
must help us. You must let us inside.
The combination of the animatronics of various parts and pieces all coming together as one
Isn't this why you came here?
humanoid-shaped
To be with her again?
amalgamation so that they want to wear you as a skin suit and leave the facility.
I don't understand.
It's pretty creepy, and you see Ennard behind the scenes in the scooping room, and you can see tentacles of Ennard behind. Oops. You can see tentacles of Ennard behind Baby in the parts and service room. There, that was the shuffle.
Won't die.
Nope, super close.
And it will only hurt.
That's the retreat noise. Verify. Yeah, sweet. So, Ennard is a pretty creepy creature, but,
Sounds like vents.
you can check the vent cam. Yeah, whoa, super close. Close that.
Yay.
Come on. There we go. Open.
Yeah.
Ennard was kind of a missed opportunity. The interaction you get with Ennard in this private room is good, but in the main game it's pretty weak. It'd be more psychologically disturbing for the player to know that all the animatronics had merged into this collective misshapen robot that's now out to kill them. Then you have to deal with that awareness of knowing what's coming for you as opposed to just seeing Ennard for a few seconds behind the glass with no explanation of what it is. Then you're immediately scooped and the game ends.
Yeah, exactly. It's all pretty objective until the very end, where like you have to really look into the story for it to really creep you out the most.
Yeah, we kind of gotta, if we have any hope at all, can't really look too often.
Sounds like right. Man.
It's just the squeaks though, right? The squeaks could be him moving at right, but in the far back.
Potentially, yeah.
We don't want to waste power checking the cameras to the back rooms anyway.
Yeah.
There.
Vents.
Yep. Man, that power usage.
Yeah.
Please leave, buddy.
Yeah. Go away now. Need you. Okay. Yeah.
So now at 4 a.m., Ennard starts speaking with the voice of the daughter instead of Baby's voice,
That's creepy.
which implies that when... Oh, was that the left? Nope.
No.
Implies that when Baby killed the daughter, that maybe at that point she was possessed by the daughter, like the previous animatronics were possessed by the killed children in the previous Freddy's games. Yeah, no, don't even look. Oh, never mind. Man, it's like the squeak noise.
Yeah.
I thought the squeak noise didn't mean he was here.
Come on.
Okay, squeak again, so he's gone.
I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't think we have power left to win.
No.
Because he stayed at the door so long.
I have to check, but I don't.
Just check the cam.
I knew. We got to 5.
Access granted.
Alright, so we're skipping right ahead to our winning
seems
run,
that you
and
have
we're doing this
accidentally
in
wandered
post
into a
commentary
restricted
because
area.
If
Due
you
to
actually
the sensitive nature of the materials
listen
that
to
you may be
the
exposed
original
to,
audio, it's
you
completely
will not
not
be allowed to
exciting,
leave
and all
until
you'll
the
hear
cleanup
is
crew
us
arrives at 6
intently
a.m.
concentrating
So
and
hang
once in a while
tight.
saying left,
Rest assured that
center,
you will be
right,
promptly
left,
rescued,
center,
fired,
center,
then sent
left.
home.
So,
Thank
to
you for
indicate
being
wherever
an
Ennard
employee.
is coming from or
We
whatever
hope that your
noise that we
experience
heard.
has not been as regrettable as
it's
ours.
almost impossible to like actively do this properly and record like funny commentary at the same time because you're concentrating so hard just to listen on which direction he's coming from.
Right, this entire part of the game is auditory, so you need to hear, and if you're speaking, then you're talking over what you need to hear, and you're probably going to die.
Exactly, and he has like the faintest noises sometimes, so you can't even hear some of them properly. You have to
Why didn't
concentrate
you
super
trust
hard
me?
on it.
Yeah, a couple of his noises are fine, and they're, a continuous kind of metal squeaking noise or
Yeah.
clanking noise, but then there's
Why
a
didn't
couple
you
that are
trust
just
me?
really brief, like something really quick, and those are the ones that you really have to be on the lookout for.
Oh yeah, it takes so much concentration for it. There's a couple times even when the voice is going over, and it completely drowns out those noises. So it's super rare that you'll catch it, and that's killed us a couple of times already when we were going through this.
Yeah, so the main gist here, we'll just go over it real quickly, is that you need to listen for a direction more than anything else. And more than pulling up the monitor, you need to chiefly pay attention to what direction you hear a noise from. It's either going to be left, right, or center. And then if you hear the noise, check the monitor in that location. And like in that last scene, he was very close to the door. So when he's in that close image, then you close the door.
Why
Other
didn't
than
you
that,
believe
if he's
me?
not in the super close, you don't need to close the door, and you can wait till he gets closer so you can conserve power.
Yeah, it took a little while
Sometimes I don't
to
understand
figure
why
out
people do
like the
things that they do.
what space works and what doesn't. And as it gets later on in the nights, you'll notice he moves a lot quicker, and he even throws in some like fake noises here and there. So you kind of have to pay attention and always be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, once it hits 5 a.m., sometimes 4, I think he can do this triple thing where he'll make a brief noise in all 3 directions, one right after the other, and try
Yeah.
and trick you into closing doors early and wasting power. So either you can try and wait to see if he's doing a triple fake noise and not hit the door,
Yeah.
or you can actually try and hit the door anyway and ignore that, because if he's actually at that direction that you hear the noise from first and you don't hit the door in time, he can rush right in, because like Travis said, in the late hours he's so much faster.
Oh yeah, we tried waiting on some of them, and there's been there was one instance in particular where he, as soon as the noise finished, he was in the room. So sometimes the risk it's not worth taking. So if you have a plan, you just got to stick to it. There's no like on the fly trying to adapt, really. You just got to hope for the best and go for it.
There is definitely an RNG element to it, where sometimes early in the night, usually, or it can happen in the middle of the run, he'll just camp a door.
Yeah, he'll
And
sit
he'll
there
just-
forever.
Yeah, something we didn't cover was, once he's at the door and you have the door closed, if he makes any noise from any location at that point, all that means is he's moved away from the door. So
Yeah.
then it's safe to
Open that door.
reopen it.
Yeah.
But what we were just getting to is, once in a while, he'll sit at that door,
Oh, yeah.
any of the 3, for a long time, and he'll just camp it, and your power will burn away. You'll be waiting to hear the withdraw noise, and it just won't come. He'll sit there for like a whole hour of the
Yeah.
game time, and it's just horrible.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous when you're just sitting there, like waiting to open that door to start like saving your power again, and then you're just like, wait, did I miss something? Is he still there? And you don't even want to check, because the more you check your monitors, obviously, the more power you're wasting. So you're just listening for that noise, and it's nowhere to be heard. You're just sitting there doing nothing for like an hour, like Rob said, in game time. So when it comes to runs like that, there's very little chance that you're going to win that.
Like right here, where Ennard won't stop camping this one door for about 2 minutes straight.
Yeah. This is exactly what we're talking. Like, if this happens, good luck. It's hilarious, though, to watch this unfold.
You must help us. You must.
Yeah, this is a clip from an earlier run that Ennard just decided, no, you guys are not going to win. I'm going to sit at this door for 200 years.
To be with her again.
This is like the ultimate, like, strategy. If he's actually trying to kill you, just camp this door for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. If Baby/Ennard was actually smart, it would just sit at one door until you're out of power.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're done by like 2 a.m., which is about to happen to us.
Look at that power just constantly drain as Ennard sits.
And you can't do anything. Like, you feel like you're missing the noise, but every time you look, he's just standing right there.
And you don't even want to waste power to check, but he's there.
Yeah. Oh, you best believe he's standing there.
Then, at this point, I got fed up.
Yeah.
So, trying
to coax him.
to do anything to get him out of there. I mean, come on, Ennard, get out of my life.
Still right in front of you. Oh, man. Come on, big boy. Get in the door.
Or get away from the door. And yeah, slamming the door 1,000 times probably didn't help, but by that point he had already been camping from 66% to 46%. The run was already lost. And finally, he left. So yeah, this is an example of how bad it can get. And now we'll take you back to the
Actual gameplay.
the gameplay for the winning run.
There's sometimes that you already know you lost by like 1 a.m. with how much he's drained you already.
Right, yeah, because the RNG element is how much does he sit and camp those doors and just purely burn your power in a no-win situation, where sometimes he'll be at the center gate or any of the doors and camp it before 1 a.m. even, and you'll get to 1 a.m. and so much power will have been burnt, and other times he'll just wander around and back forever, and you'll get to 1 a.m. with 86% power, you'll get to 2 a.m. with 69% power, and 3 a.m. with 55% power, and if that's the case, you're doing really well.
Oh yeah, but you're doing good.
Other times, you'll get to, 3 a.m., and you'll have only like 41, 42% power left because he's been camping too much, and at that point, the run's pretty much lost. You got to restart.
Yeah, if you're not hitting 5 a.m. with like 20 to 19%, it's a hard fought battle for you to win that, because we hit it at 17% a couple of times, and just we played it as good as we could, but still, like, there was no winning that. It was felt really close, but I don't know, it was just not enough. Yeah,
the 17 we ran out of power most of the time, so 19 is really what you're looking for.
Yeah.
One other thing we wanted to touch upon real quickly was the last gameplay sort of mechanic to talk about didn't have to do with this. It has to do with the keypad in the parts and service room with Baby. For us, we were struggling a lot with that, and found out that the only reason for that was because we were playing on a TV. We had a HD TV connected and we were playing on that. But once we switched to a normal monitor, the mouse controls were better, or the reaction time was faster. The TV was on a game mode, so it wasn't that the input lag was killing it, but for whatever reason, the interface change on the TV did make it much harder to work with. So if any of you are struggling with that part,
definitely recommend.
That could be the reason why.
Yeah, definitely recommend changing to a monitor. I don't know if it's aspect ratio or what, but it just feels so much more natural.
Yeah, it made a huge difference for us, and we never struggled with it once we switched.
Definitely. Yeah, it was a pain to get through that keypad, and we were so confused because it honestly doesn't seem that hard. But once you connect the monitor, it's like one of the easiest things about this game, really.
So we also wanted to talk about some of the things that Ennard/Baby is saying when she's attacking you at this part of the game, because it's some of the most interesting dialogue that occurs in the game.
Yeah.
First of all, so at this point you understand that Baby is the core of this entity, and all of the animatronics have combined together into this form so that they could escape, ideally wearing you out the door.
Yeah.
And but some of the stuff she says is really interesting. Like the scooper only hurts for a moment, and it won't kill you. So that's kind of strange that she says that. I don't know if she's lying
to lure you in.
But most of everything else that she's saying isn't a lie. She's talking about how they wanted to hide, they needed our help, they didn't want to hurt anybody, but they need your help.
Yeah.
So most of what she's saying is on point. So it would be interesting if that was also true.
Yeah.
Another interesting comment Ennard makes using Afton's daughter's voice is, "Everything is okay, I'm still here." So that could imply that the daughter's still alive in some form, merged with the baby/Ennard animatronic. Or if she's lying, it's just more manipulation to get you to drop your guard and let her in the room.
I will find a way out.
And she will find a way out, apparently.
So yes, we actually successfully did the run here.
Oh man. The relief. The relief of this. Oh yeah, and you get to finish our zombie or vampire Days of Our Lives.
As the trees sway in the wind, so also do emotions sway between star-crossed lovers.
You burned down my house?
You call that a house? It was like a morgue in there.
I may be undead, but you're heartless.
You need to see your son.
The baby isn't mine.
He ate the cat.
Sounds like something he got from your side of the family.
Well, how's this? I'm keeping the diamond ring.
The joke's on you. I found it in a kid's meal.
You bought a kid's meal? Oh, Vlad!
Clara!
As the hair on the back of a cat stands up straight, so also does the love between Vlad and Clara stand up against all obstacles. But what about the baby? What about the back child support? Stay tuned next season for those answers and more.
Here's our fake ending with the exotic butters on our TV.
Oh yes.
And our new
Oh. Our new friend, yeah. He's it's like that guy at the party. Play with me. Be my friend.
And so there you have the fake ending with our excited popcorn eating and our new friend who we brought home.
And those butters don't seem so exotic. They look like regular sticks of butter.
If they're regular, they'll melt pretty soon sitting on that TV. So
That's true.
they look a little plasticky, so maybe they are.
Yeah, that's why they're exotic.
Or maybe the
They're just
exotic part is
souvenirs.
that they are actual dairy products, but they don't melt.
Ah, they're they're like this new wave technology for butter.
Eternal congealed dairy butters.
That sounds super expensive. Like you get that at Whole Foods or something.
No, the stuff you get at Whole Foods goes bad pretty fast.
You can tell I've never been to Whole Foods before.
It's good if you get it fresh, but man, organic stuff that's fully organic
Lasts
definitely
probably like 2
has
days.
a shorter shelf life.
Oh yeah.
Crap, so we didn't also get to talk about some of the other exciting lines that she says, or when Ennard is attacking you and then it hits 4 a.m., she switches from baby's voice to
The little
the
girl.
daughter's voice, and she says things like, everything's okay, I know it was an accident, so as if she's trying to convey to the father that he shouldn't feel guilty. The daughter knows that he didn't try to have the robot kill her on purpose, everything's fine. And I don't know if that's actually the daughter coming out, or if it's just baby/Ennard doing more voice synthesis
Yeah.
to try and trick you and let them into the room.
Yeah, exactly. She even says in the daughter's voice, like, you have to let us into the room or something like that.
Right.
So-
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of little tidbits in there.
So then, yeah, beating the secret room gives you your third
Yeah.
and final star, unlocks all the rest of the stuff in the extras menu. Oh, there's the blueprint that shows the
Oh, yeah,
private
that
room
private
is
room.
opposite of the scooping room so that people could know to go there.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
So one of the other things that she says is pretty interesting. When she's still speaking in Baby's voice, she says, oh, isn't this why you came here, so you could be with her again? Meaning, apparently the person that we're playing at is Afton, is the guy who was being interviewed at the start, is the father. Because didn't you want to be with her again, meaning the daughter? So
Yeah.
Baby was the animatronic that scooped / killed the daughter,
Yeah.
and then the father is searching for her. Either she was kidnapped and taken into those child experimentation facilities that were being monitored, or outright killed and potentially eternally merged with the animatronic of Baby,
Yeah.
like happened in the previous Five Nights games where the children's spirits were merged with the animatronics. Since in this game it's never explained if the animatronics are possessed or just some sort of advanced AI.
Exotic butters.
Yes, if you click the exotic butters, you get...
You get exotic butters. Best part of this game. Exotic butters. Stated really enthusiastically.
And if you guys are interested in buying a funny Exotic Butters t-shirt, I've included a link in the video description. You can scroll through all the extras to see all of the exciting things
Yeah.
have been unlocked. Ennard is just a big mess of tentacles. Don't know which parts are which. Who's Freddy, who's Foxy.
Yeah,
But-
it's all a bundle of just thrown in together.
But the face, his face is actually clearly the face that is attacking you in the room on night 5. When Baby says, Ballora is in the room with you and you have to follow my instructions or Ballora will get you.
Yeah.
That's clearly the face with the one eye, and the other eye is covered up with cabling. That's actually the face that Ennard has.
Yeah.
So was that ever Ballora? Because Ballora has more narrow purple eyes. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Well, some of the story will probably be retconned in the next game anyway, like the Five Nights 4 hallucinations. And I'm sure some of the details were left vague intentionally so Scott can sell more copies of the next Five Nights game, and the next game after that, and the next game after that, and eventually movie tickets, so the money train can keep on rolling. Thanks for watching! If you liked what you saw, feel free to check out our other videos. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time.